Okay, when you think of precious metals, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Gold, right? Of course. It's the ultimate symbol of wealth and value. But what if I told you that in our modern world, another metal has quietly become, well, way more critical? Today, we're going to challenge that old assumption and take a good look at the real unsung hero of the metals world, silver. And this statement right here, this is pretty much the whole reason we're diving into this today. It completely flips the script on what we think we know about precious metals. It's a really powerful claim, and, it raises a pretty obvious question.
Yeah, how is that possible? It's a totally fair question. And to really get a handle on silver's hidden importance, we first need to do a quick refresh on why gold gets all the attention in the first place.
I mean, for centuries, for millennia really, gold has been the standard. It's just synonymous with money, with stability, with enduring worth, and there's a really specific reason for that.
See, gold is the world's ultimate reserve asset. Central banks hoard it, investors run to it whenever there's a crisis. It's held its value forever. And honestly, it's not really used for much else on a massive scale. Its main job is to just, sit there and be valuable.
And this is where the whole story pivots. Because while gold is the treasure, the prized asset sitting in a vault somewhere, silver has a completely different job description in the 21st century.
And you have to get this next part, because it is the absolute key. We're not talking about the financial world anymore. We're shifting our focus to the real world, the world of manufacturing, of innovation, of the stuff you and I use every single day. And in that world, silver is king.
And when you put them side by side like this, the difference is just boom, right there. Gold is a reserve asset, a store of value, something that's held in vaults. Silver, on the other hand, is a raw material. It's essential to modern tech. It's the real workhorse. You see the pattern? One is held, the other is used.
So what exactly is it being used for? This isn't about your grandma's silverware anymore, not by a long shot. Silver is literally powering the technology that is defining our future.
Just let that number sink in for a second. 90%. The entire green energy revolution, this massive global shift we're all talking about, is fundamentally dependent on this one metal. Think about it. Without silver, our solar-powered future just doesn't happen. Not on this scale.
And listen, it's not just solar. Think about the phone or the computer you're watching this on right now. It needs silver. The electric cars that are changing our roads, those advanced military sensors, critical medical equipment, all of it depends on silver's unique properties. It is quite literally everywhere.
So here's the big takeaway. As our world gets more digital, more electric, more connected, silver's role has totally transformed. It's gone from being a luxury item to being a strategic, absolutely indispensable part of modern life.
But here's the catch. All this incredible rising demand, it creates a huge problem. Because when we start talking about supply, silver and gold are, once again, on totally opposite tracks.
With gold, it's pretty straightforward. If demand goes up, mining companies can generally go out, find new sources, and expand production to meet that need. The supply can stretch.
But with silver, whoa, it is the complete opposite story. You've got industrial demand shooting through the roof, right? Driven by all that tech we just talked about. But production? It's been pretty much stagnant. We're using more and more and more of it, but we're not pulling much more of it out of the ground. Now that is a recipe for a serious supply squeeze.
So, all of this, it brings us right back to our original question. And it really forces us to stop and think about what the word precious actually means in the world we live in today.
Look, here's the bottom line. Gold is held. It's stored away as a measurement of wealth. But silver is consumed. It's an essential ingredient that gets physically built into the fabric of our technological world. And a lot of it is never coming back. It's actively building the future.
So I'll just leave you with this thought. In a world that runs on electricity, in a digital age, which metal is really the most critical one? The one that sits in a vault, or the one you literally cannot build the future without?